Yeah, I mean, the networking story is probably the best one. So I took over this role as group leader. I don't know when it was now. It's probably like 2015 or something, and it was a little tiny group, and it was to give you the background to the story. For these groups to be seen as successful data-wise in this network, rather large network, you have to have around 20 people at a meeting, and this one was averaging about 10. So it's like really underperforming. So I got the opportunity to be the group leader of it, and I jumped at the chance because it meant standing up and presenting a meeting, and I really enjoy that role. I know we've chatted briefly before this about public speaking. I really enjoy it. So I jumped at the opportunity and just read from the script, a little script, and every week 10 people would show up. And it was like, this isn't good. I don't like this. There's not enough people, which means there's not enough energy, which means I'm underperforming, and it's bothering me. Like, it really bothered me a lot. And it was just a networking meeting, but I thought about it all the time. It was just like something was constantly saying, you need to fix that. But it wasn't getting 20 people in a room. It was what it did afterwards that was the reason I fixed it. So I sensed it, that something needed to change. And the action I took at the time was just to get more people in the room. It was just kind of front of the mind stuff, logical stuff. Just get more people in, because then you'll have a better meeting, because then you'll be on that chart. It was all very logical thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a poignant moment where I nearly quit doing it, because we had 10, 12, 14. But people would cancel. You'd have 15 booked in and 11 would show up. And you're like, I can't get to 20. I want to get to 20. And it's much like many goal setting things that people have in their life. Like, I want to turn over this much money. I want to get that career move. I want to lose this much weight. And you lose 6 pounds and gain 5. You're like, I can't get there. Something is holding me back. So I was about to quit, and there was different levels of hierarchy. We were all volunteers, we were all business owners. But my area leader, her name was Claire, who was also a business coach at the time, said, look, there's 2 options here. You either quit, or we take it to the next level. And then there's an opportunity in the network to take a really bad failing group to be a great group, and then tell the story on the stage of the national conference. And I don't know what she said after that, because I switched off, because I was like, me on a stage at a national conference. And it just tapped into everything that makes me do what I do. And I didn't hear what she said afterwards, and I didn't read the book or the document, and I didn't follow any of the rules. None of that mattered. I was already on the stage. I was already there telling people how we did it. And I had a great PowerPoint, and people cheered and clapped. And I knew where the stage was, because I'd been there before in the chairs at the back of the room. So I could visualize myself there. So when she said, take this from here to 22 plus people, speak on a stage, it wasn't the 22 plus people. It was the energy of the room I could be in, and the difference I could make to a network of business owners who I really admired and aspired to be like. I could help them. I could change something. I could change the energy of a whole country in this small network. And that's what we did. And it genuinely changed, because the network themselves said it changed the way things were done there. It was no longer a meeting. It was an event, because an event's so much better than a meeting. Mm-hmm. There's no energy at a meeting. Meetings are 2 people chatting about a business deal, or you meet someone in the street. That's not exciting, really. An event, wow, that's an event. So every 2 weeks I had an event, and I told people to market their events, not their meetings. And it changed people's thought process around it. It changed their energy. It changed the way they looked at it. It changed the way they felt about it. And people, it attracted, you talk about the energy and stuff, it attracted people to our meeting. People from all over the country used to tell me that they'd been attracted to this meeting. I had to come here. They were like compelled to turn up. And it was just a networking meeting. Like, when you bring it back down, it's like, it's just a networking meeting. It's people swapping business cards. This is weird. But it wasn't. It was like a tribal thing. It almost went back to the very thing that makes us human. And I don't think, no one really got it. What system do you use, Todd? How many tweets do you send? What emails do you send? Can I nick your email copy? You're a digital marketer. It's clearly that's making it work. And I almost got bored telling them in the end, it's not the marketing. When I send marketing, my energy goes into the marketing. My heart goes into the marketing. I genuinely believe what I'm writing about. I used to take the speakers, though. I love public speaking like you do. So I used to get amazing speakers from the network, again, from all over the country. And I used to take little snippets of their talk and put it in the email. So it was like great content. So it wasn't just come to my meeting. It was like, look what you missed. how great this was. Here's a great message to make your day better. And people that came to the meeting would come once because they came from all over the country, and they'd stay subscribed to the emails because they were still getting the energy from the meeting through their inbox. And it's weird to talk about it like that, but I really believe that it works like that. Digital marketing is like it's a portal. I've still got my original iPhone from the van days because I feel like it's like the phone that Keanu Reeves got in the Matrix. You know, it added him in access to the Matrix. It genuinely was like, I'm no longer a van driver. Now I'm a marketer. And I think we underestimate it. I think we really underestimate the power of the internet and what it can do.
Is that phone now in a picture frame? You
can actually get a company to take them all apart and put all the bits everywhere. But no, I've got it. It's in the original box and it's in the bottom drawer of my thing here, next to the iPhone 6 that I smashed. I've kept that one as well.
I know exactly what you mean, because one of the